We've already spent £220 million on bringing players in, but with 20 million left in the bank, is there still room for improvement? Hey guys, welcome back to Lee Plays Football Manager 2017, and on today's episode we have a live doubleheader, home to Newcastle in the Premier League and then home to Grasshoppers in the Champions League second leg playoff. Here's how we've got on in the last couple of games. We've only had two off camera, and that was against Bournemouth away. A comfortable 2-0 win. They did miss a penalty in the 27th minute, but with early goal from Sanchez and a late goal from Aaron Ramsey. As you can see, we had most of the possession. We had double the shots they had, 11 on target. So yeah, all in all, it was a good performance and a deserved victory. Then we played Grasshoppers away in the first leg of the Champions League playoff. 3-1 win. We scored early on, pretty much in the first highlight it was. And then they scored in the 7th minute, and I was wondering if it was going to be one of those games. But it turned out, as you can see by the stats, we dominated. They had one shot on target, which was their goal. I made a lot of changes in this game. As you can see by the team here, I started with Dembele up front. Wiltshire played. I brought Mahrez into the middle and put Griezmann on the left, and he did perform much better on the left-hand side. Yeah, we made a few changes at the back as well, with Gibbs and Chambers coming in at fullback. So overall, good win with 3 away goals, which should see us through to the group stage of the Champions League. But first up in this episode, we have Newcastle at home. Like I said in the intro, we are looking to bring in a few more players, potentially just young uns, that we can develop over the next year or two and then bring into the squad when they're developed a bit further. We've got 20 million to spend, and I've got scouts all over the world just trying to get the next big talent, really. So I'll let you know how I get on with that. In terms of the squad we do have, the only injury we've got is still Paredes, who's out for up to 2 weeks. So probably come back after, I think there's an international break in a couple of weeks. So after that, hopefully he'll be in the squad. Apart from that, we've got no new injuries. Everyone's looking fit. And we are second in the league behind Tottenham, who played already today. So a win today will take us top of the league, only after 3 games, but I'd rather be there than where we were last season. So without further ado, let's get into today's game. Here we go then, guys. The team for today's game, home to Newcastle in the Premier League. Check and go. Bellerin and Alaba as our fullbacks, Koulibaly and Mustafi in the middle. Coquelin as the ball winner midfielder. I'm going to bring in Aaron Ramsey in replace for Cazorla. He's only started 1 game this season. He came off the bench a couple of times, but he scored 2 goals, 7.77 rating. So he started the season on fire, and I'm hoping it continues today. We're going to have Mahrez on the right as an inside forward, Sanchez on the left as an inside forward, Griezmann, and we're going to start with Dembele up front instead of Chico. He didn't play that well against Grasshoppers when I started him, but he's still young, he's still developing. We're going to give him a game home to Newcastle today, who sit actually in 3rd. They've won both their games. So it's not going to be easy, but I'm still hopeful for a win. So let's get into it. Right, here we are then, guys. We are favourites for the game, and I've told the lads that I do want us to pick up the victory. I expect a victory. Home to a team that has been recently promoted. So if all goes well, it should be an easy home win. Right, we're coming up to 20 minutes here. We've had 5 shots, none on target so far, and Aaron Ramsey has got injured. Potential upper body injury. Hopefully not too serious, but we've got a ready replacement on the bench in Cazorla, who's going to come straight on, play the exact same position, attacking playmaker. Let's continue. Griezmann with the free kick. Oh, it hits the bar, comes off Krul, and the defender clears it for a throw-in. And that is the end of the highlight, although there is another one straight away. Griezmann with the corner, with the free kick even. Griezmann picks it up again, and that is what we can do. That is what he can do. That is why we brought him. Second goal in succession. What a goal it was. Let's see it in 3D. Here we are then, Griezmann. He played the ball in from the free kick, and Hanley headed it out, but it came back to Griezmann on the edge of the box, and whoa, did he belt it. Krul had no chance. 1-0 to the Arsenal. And there's another highlight immediately after. A hopeful ball forward by the Newcastle defender. Bellerin picks it up and it's played out by Cech. Cazorla robs the ball. Griezmann plays it forward now. Dembele, what can he do? He takes it forward, he shoots, and it's just over. But in a game we're dominating, I would hope for another goal, possibly before half-time, as we hit another highlight here. So far, they've all gone our way. Will it continue? Mustafi with a good head, son. Coquelin to Cazorla, into Griezmann. Tiote tackles Griezmann, and Albrighton on the right-hand side here plays the ball forward. Anita picks it up in the middle. Lizcano. Mustafi cuts out the ball to Rossi, and Alaba clears. Can we break now? Alexis on the left cuts inside to Dembele. Dembele with the ball, takes it on, shoots. Kroll with the save, tips it over the bar for another corner. Fourth corner of the game. Griezmann with it. Cazorla, it gets cleared by the defender, but only as far as Bellerin, and the highlight is over. 10 shots on goal, 3 on target, 64% possession. Alexis Sanchez in the middle now, and Tiote has fouled him. He's already on a yellow, and he's gone. He's out of here. Well, it was a difficult task for Newcastle before they went down to 10. Another highlight just before half-time here. Alaba on the left. What can he do? Plays it into Griezmann. Alexis, back to Griezmann. Coquelin playing it around nicely here. Can we find an opening? Cazorla picks it up. Mahrez. Defender tackles and it comes out to Rossi. He's all on his own. What can he do? Coquelin with a great tackle. That's what he's in there for. Alexis to Griezmann. Mahrez. Alexis. This is only ending, in one way, I was going to say. But he hits the side netting. And as we move into half-time, it's 1-0. Despite 16 shots on goal, it's only 1-0. I'm going to tell the boys I am happy, but we are capable of even better. I want them to go out, push on, score an early goal, settle the nerves, make it 2-0, and then hopefully go on and score a couple more. Keep that goal difference growing. Because as we saw last year, the goal difference in our favour made all the difference to us finishing in the Champions League spots. An hour gone here. I'm going to make a couple of subs. Dembele hasn't really impressed, so I'm going to bring on Chico. Alexis, he's not having the best game, is he? Let's bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I will put Griezmann on the left, Mahrez in the middle, and Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right. Mahrez played in the middle and Griezmann played on the left against Grasshoppers, and they played well. So let's see how they can get on here against Newcastle, as we've had 24 shots, 9 on target, still high possession stats. Just need that second goal, because until we get it, I'm not convinced. Into the last 10 minutes here. I'll take a 1-0. It's still a victory. We've limited them to 4 shots, 2 on target. Let's just hope it ends 1-0 here. And as we move into the last 30 seconds or so, not an awful lot has happened this second half, with Griezmann with the free kick, Krul catches, and that is going to be that. There we go then, 1-0, full time. There we go, 1-0 victory. Told the boys I was over the moon with that. Aaron Ramsey out for 5 days, so it's not too bad anymore here. No, I was worried Alexis was going to be out. His fitness wasn't all that. Right, I'm going to continue forward to the game against Grasshoppers. I will see you there. Right, guys, we are back, and I'm on the team screen because there was a couple of things I wanted to share with you. Jack Wilshere, Santi Cazorla, and Laura Koscielny, I've offered all new contracts. They were all running out in the summer next year, and I wanted to keep them for a few more years. Koscielny and Cazorla, over 30 now, so they are aging, but their experience will be invaluable to the youngsters coming through. And Jack Wilshere, English, 25, coming towards his prime, so hopefully we've got him for a few more years. Ospina was the other guy whose contract was running out, but I don't really need him. I've got Peter Cech, I've got Donnarumma. Donnarumma is going to be the long-term replacement for Peter Cech, and Ospina, he's not going to get game time. I put him on the transfer list, and we've got a loan offer bid from West Brom for the season, so it looks like he's on his way to West Brom. So let's take you forward, and I've already selected the team for today's game. I've made a few changes. I'll go through it with you now. I've brought Donnarumma in goal. It's a game we should be winning. We're 3-1 up, and we've got 3 away goals. So I'm hoping that it should be a comfortable home win. Good experience for Donnarumma. Bellerin at right back. Koscielny I've brought in for Mustafi. Koulibaly and Kolasinac I've brought in for Alaba. We've got Coquelin, and I start Wiltshire today instead of Cazorla. Give him a little rest. We've got Mahrez on the right, Griezmann in the middle, Nico in for Sanchez, and I'm going to start Dembele up front again, give him the time he needs to try and develop a little bit more. And as we go forward to the game, I will tell the guys, we've got to guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. An early goal, settle the nerves. With the 3 away goals, we'd be 4-1 up, and I'd be confident we go on and win quite comfortably. 6 minutes in, as Grasshoppers play the ball around in midfield and bring it forward, but Wiltshire with a good tackle. We're playing it round at the back here, back to Donnarumma, and we start again. Donnarumma kicks the ball out. Can Dembele win it in the hair? It doesn't look like it, but it falls through to Nico. Mahrez on the right now, shoots, scores, easy go, 1-0, tie over, if you ask me. And that's just what we wanted, an early go. Right, here we are. As we watch the replay, Nico picks it up, plays a lovely ball out to Mahrez, who had so much room. And that's why we bought him. Because I don't think Walcott or Oxlade-Chamberlain can do that. And he's done that already a couple of times this season. Well, guys, unfortunately, my microphone decided to switch off at this point. So, although I was continuing to talk for 20 minutes, it didn't pick anything up. So I apologise for that. This is how the game finished. It was 4-1, 7-2 on aggregate. A game in which was fairly even when you look at the stats, but we had the better chances and we scored 4 goals. We continued after this to the Champions League group stage draw, and we got a lovely, lovely draw. We Benfica, Dynamo Kiev, and Maccabi Tel Aviv, a group which we should top. I'd probably be disappointed if we didn't get 18 points, to be honest. Benfica we beat in the knockout round last year in the Champions League. I think it was 5-0 on aggregate, 4-0 away, 1-0 at home. So we should top the group. We also had the draw for the EFL Cup, and we got Southend at home. Yeah, so that's another game that we should go through in. We're going to leave it there, guys. Again, apologies about that. It's one of those things, still learning how to do this YouTube thing. I'm only a couple of weeks in. I do appreciate all your support. I've had more views than I could have hoped for up till now. Thank you for watching. And if you did like this episode, give me a thumbs up. The next live com will be a double header. We're going to do Man City at home and Benfica away for our first away trip in Europe in the Champions League this season. Yeah, so like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.